No, not ready. I can't even remember what it is this absurd elixir I've impulsively insufflated. Gorilla glue! Oh, the bloody hell gorilla glue! My nose don't move! Understand? It don't move! Oh, Lucifer's ear hair, this had better be someone else's fault and they had better be white!
Good evening, this is Munted News! The popular adhesive brand Gorilla Glue is leading the fight against racism in a bold, brave gesture this month in solidarity with selected genetic lineage groups and their absolutely legitimate public representatives. The company issued a mandatory training policy instructing all manufactured and distributed industrial glue to begin the necessary steps in becoming, quote-unquote, less white. As of the current indeterminate time period, all Gorilla Glue will be produced in a stunning and beautiful shade of pitch black, not only to pay homage and appreciation to our tragically oppressed brothers and sisters, but also to give a clear, user-friendly indication at a glance as to which industrial solvents should and should not be used on human hair, just in case the poor dears can't figure out for themselves by learning how to bloody read. But buy it today, streamlined and redesigned lovingly in the image of black bodies. It's Gorilla Glue. This is Munted News. Our next story tonight, frankly, rather writes itself, doesn't it? In the latest political controversy, the gorilla has been removed from all Gorilla Glue insignia because it is very obviously racist. I mean, come on. Come on, man. You must simply come on. How is a gorilla not racist? Especially when the glue is so conspicuously pitch black. Who do you think you're fooling? A public apology has, of course, been issued by Gorilla Inc., even though that's an unrelated company that makes ink, which is also black, which probably explains the confusion. It, meanwhile, is being forced to make white ink instead. I'm sure we'll circle back to that when we get the chance. Meanwhile, Gorilla Glue has been forced to change its name to Unity and Healing Glue, Black Lives Matter Rainbow Flag TM. And their official glue can only be manufactured in rainbow colours. Like all of them at once, so refractively, which is going to involve a dangerous amount of petrochemicals, but it's fine, it's absolutely fine. You are totally not going to regret any of the decisions you've made or the political mouse traps you've been lured into. No Surrey Bob / no Madam E Roberta / maybe Z Zobbo. This is Munted News. You're welcome. Welcome is, of course, an ancient Indo-European word meaning I'd like to wish everyone in my line of sight a very happy stay right where you are, or I will murder you. Anyway, while some yass-ass queen trash POC can retard her way into a corporate hurricane of obsequious imaginary ambulance chasing, in a dystopian world where any phrase or word uttered electronically in the planetary vicinity of any individual of a protected group, TM, can get you locked up and fired and smeared off the face of polite society. What does it take in this world for an ordinary white man to get any attention whatsoever for being insulted on the internet? He has to die, for one thing, preferably having lived a long-ass time, having faced unimaginable risks for a great deal of that time. And he has to continue putting himself in relative harm's way for what is perceived by millions to be a good cause, right up until his much-lamented passing. That's Rush Limbaugh, who died this month. Pick unrelated. This is Munted News, and this is a real tweet. More at 10. In pressing news, the president has beat his granddaughter. Wait, who is it now? Shit. In a video game! The president beat his granddaughter in a video. Not beat. He defeated his... No. he won a race. He won against his granddaughter. Not against. He had a race with his granddaughter in a video game, and he came first. No! Won! He won the video game race in the video game is what happened. This was so much easier when all we had to do was smear people. I've forgotten how to do anything else. But no, yeah. Pink Man, good. Pink Man is hip and groovy. He's a gamer after all, and who doesn't love gamers? Next up, a new study shows we should not engage in critical thinking under any circumstances. And by we, I do of course mean you. We are journalists. You are not. You are not qualified to undergo what we, as pioneering scientists of the new industrial revolution, have to go through on a daily basis to bring you the true truth. The truth that is the true, not the truth that isn't the true truth. You are not ready to understand what we're telling you. So stay tuned. Forever. This is Munted News. It's not even a thing. You are. Zadam Potato Body is the latest must-have mascot. Shut up! You! Shut up at the back there! I can hear you. Are you critical thinking? You better not be, boy. I will come at you. I will come at you. Alright? Pay attention. Zadam Potato Body is the latest must-have mascot for the next Christmas season, if it isn't cancelled again. But buy it anyway, because it's what your children will automatically love and hug and call by its legally actionable title. And if they don't, you can legally prosecute them, and by court order you can have all those nasty puberty hormones snatched away, and you can force them to love whatever fetish you give them forever. A reminder, this is what we're replacing critical thinking with. Stop with the conspiracy theories already. This is fine. This is definitely isn't happening. I mean, this definitely is happening, this one. Mr. Potato Head is no more, I tells you. There is only this brand new, more expensive product that comes with a free coupon for a smug sense of superiority. And a complimentary pillow company. Not a pillow company. Everyone's got one. And it's certainly not that we're removing Aunt Jemima just to save money on the royalties we used to be regularly handing over to that estate. It's that we're spreading the unity and healing of anti-racism by removing black representation, or adding it, depending on what we've determined to be racist at the time. And this will never come across as sinister in any way, for heaven's sake, who could even? We love gay people and their gender freedoms, and we love black and brown people and their gender traditions. Then there's no chance of these broad gestures of ours ever clashing or getting unsettlingly tangled in any way that might brew any trouble. Do stop it, you're all very silly. This is Munted News, and this is a real tweet. More at 11. Our main story tonight. Military tensions are mounting between Africa and East Asia. Violent race wars have been emerging lately, or rather surfacing in the public eye lately, all across the globe in protest against or for these tensions. We're not quite sure, and we don't know how or why this conflict originated. But, well, wait, we do? We do know how or why this conflict originated. It was white people. All right, so white people have continued to burn down their own streets and wage violent race wars against other white people in solidarity with everyone else. Every time blacks and Asians kill each other, we will kill 10 white people just to make it fair. We are confident that racism will be fixed by July. Wait, news just in. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. This is updating right now. Yes, I can confirm. It's happening, folks. We knew it was coming and we knew it would be big, but we didn't know how soon and we didn't know how big it would be. That's right. China has invaded Madagascar. Gamers all over the world have already begun screaming apocalyptic blue murder and hurling themselves from high buildings. It's over, man. Game over. They are known to murmur as they perish. I guess they know something we don't, but it's probably not important. Here in the real world, in response to the China-Madagascar conflict, world nations have come together and nominated Australia and its amassed navy to send its entire fleet hurtling westward across the sea and after kneeling before the Madagascan fleet, they rendezvous with the Chinese fleet to receive their medically unavoidable anal swabs, and then promptly sail out into the middle of the Indian Ocean, setting fire to themselves and sinking apologetically into the murky brine, flying a black square flag and holding up a clenched and proudly cocked fist as they drown quietly and inclusively as the great white sacrifice that we all deserve. And furthermore, said an Australian spokesperson, there is no trace of any widespread evidence at all that the front did not fall off. End quote. This is Munted News. I am not a cat. And this is a real tweet. Anyway, our top story. Settle down, will you please settle down. Our top story tonight. The Carano situation. Wait, what? The Carano situation. That's obviously misspelled very badly. Ian! Find and replace function, Ian. It's just a keyboard shortcut away. It's not difficult at all, and for that very reason I should not have to do it for you. It's called journalism. Carano. You are a waste of skin, Ian. Why are you here? I will eat more of you. Right, here we go. Our top story tonight. The coronavirus is now working for Ben Shapiro. Having been found unanimously guilty of an egregious list of crimes against humanity, the coronavirus was subsequently heroically defeated by the benevolent forces of Disney and was cast out into deep space in a rotating polygonal prison anomaly of some sort. But before the trapped dimensional effigy of the coronavirus could be slowly irradiated in the cosmic vastness of space, some kind of marauding Jew vessel must have intercepted the biological remains of the coronavirus, who will now be starring in an all-action sci-fi movie about some doctor chick who's married to a conservative commentator and never shuts up about it. You see, folks, deplatforming doesn't work as long as you're already really, really popular. I've been getting deplatformed from public appearances since before it was mandatory. I've been shadow raped up the arse and out both nostrils since years ago, and I'm still a fabulously wealthy household name, just like all those other people you've never heard of, therefore don't exist. But you can still think of someone who does. Ah, there you have it. Health culture does not exist because I still have an irritating itch up my ass. Excuse me while I shovel another barrel of dry sand up it. This is Munted News. Everybody who is nobody is listening. Next up. What? Okay, well, this is a joke. Like, I'm obviously not reading that. I don't know who wrote this but whoever they are, they're getting fired, and I'm not. What? No, it isn't. You're thinking of Nigeria. Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? All right, but this is on you. All right. And finally, Niger votes in presidential runoff to usher in the first democratic state. No, look, no, disavow. This is more than my job's worth. You think I don't remember the four Asian pilots with a We Too Low and Bang Together? Yeah, this is what it is. Yeah, you think I'm an idiot? It clearly says Nick.